these right here are for my bookshelf. They're extenders. They go on top of the bookshelf. And then I got another bookshelf. I'm going to show you just in a second where I'm going to put it. And then I got a small bookshelf that I will also show you where it's going. So we're going to put this bookshelf together. And when I say we, I mean him. And then there's also a small one right there that he is not aware about, but he's about to find out. Okay, so the big bookshelf is going in that corner. It looks too small. It is, but I don't care. It's gonna cover up some of the door. It's fine with me. I don't really go in that closet like that anyway, so. And then I'm gonna put the skinny small bookshelf right there as kind of like a little stand. And then I'm basically just gonna move out or put the TBR cart that I actually don't use for books over there. So that's the plan. This little shelf I thought was gonna be shorter. So I thought it was gonna be like to here. So it's a little tall, but that's okay. I'm loving how the bookshelf turned out. I still need to decorate it, obviously, but I'm waiting on my extra copies of Twilight so I can put those. I've literally had those for like a year, those dust jackets. And yeah, I don't know if my stuffed animals are going to stay like this, but for now, this is what we have. And then I want to get a tapestry or a tapestry, however you say it, to put over the door because it does look a little bit wonky, but it's okay. This is a really small room and I'm doing what I have to work with. I could have put a skinny shelf here, but I didn't want to. Like 1/2 the size, but I just didn't want to. Okay, I'm hard-headed, you guys. I wanted a bigger bookshelf, so that's what we have, and I'm really loving it. I think it's super cozy and cute. Hello. Okay, we lost power and I just got out of the shower. I have a package I want to open with you guys. My stomach hurts, so I'm not really vlogging, but I want to open this with you. Also, I'm in the middle of decorating a house on Hello Kitty. I almost said Love Island. Oh my god. Okay, the new season of Love Island is coming out next week. But anyway, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I'm really excited for this package, so let's go ahead and open it. Okay, every Jellycat comes with a little care card and it tells you what to do whenever you open it. Whenever I saw this, you guys, I screamed. I was like, I have to have, oh my gosh, it's so soft. Yeah, so it's a bowl of ramen. It's, oh my god, so funny. Yeah, okay. So it's so cute. It says, give your Jellycat a good shake just to wake it up. Very gently pull the limbs and massage into a pleasing shape. Fluff the fur or hair as desired. They absolutely love it. Well, it doesn't really have any. I'll just rub the eggs. Repeat 1, 2, and 3 as required. Share joy. It's so cute. I don't know what to name him. It's so funny because I was asking my husband, I was like, I ordered a jelly cat. Can you guess what it was? And I don't know how, but he immediately was like, a bowl of ramen. And I died. I think it's because he's psychic. It's pretty funny though. Okay, anyways, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to continue playing my game. And it's funny because we lost power, but like I actually got cold. So I had to put on a sweater. And it's like basically June. Love that for me. But this is my Mystic Falls. Vampire City. We're just gonna have a cozy night. Look at my bowl of ramen.
Wait, you know what? Yeah, I know.
Hello. I don't. I turned on the camera and then I'm like, wait, what was I gonna say? You guys saw me decorate my wall. Do you like it? I love it. I'm gagged. I need to put books on the bookshelf, but right now that's just like what it looks like. Okay. I wanted to talk about the books that I plan on reading in this vlog and then ones that I am in the middle of. First off, I finished a 5-star my last reading vlog, and it was one of those books I was like, if I don't immediately start a book right now, I'm going to go into a slump. A slump. How do I just say that? A slump. I didn't want to start another book. I was like, I just kind of want to sit and stare at the wall because I love those characters so much. But I went ahead and started Bridgerton, romancing Mr. Bridgerton, and I'm 30 pages in. 32 pages and my bookmark just fell out. So I started that, and then I was like, wait, no, I'm kind of in the mood for a monster romance. So I picked up Craving in His Blood by Zoe Draven. And can I just say, oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm not that far into this. I think I'm like 100 pages. Wow, I'm farther than I thought. I'm 150 pages. Obsessed with this book. Like, I not want to put this book down. I am in love with these characters. I read the first one. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. I'm even more obsessed with this one. The dynamic. It's the dynamic for me. This monster, he's like a berserker. Berserker? I don't know how to say it, but they're basically like these alien... What's it? It starts with a G. I'm having a brain fart, you guys. It starts with a G. What is the alien? Okay, anyway, he's a fucking alien. He's hot. He's really, really hot. I honestly, I can't really put it into words. Okay, I can't really put into words why I'm so obsessed. But he sees her. She's half human, half whatever the alien thing. I'm really bad at this. Anyway, he sees her and he's like, wow, this woman really intrigues me. She smells really good, but she's ugly. There's something about monsters who see these human women and they're like, she's not very attractive, but her scent. And then they go feral after her, and then they like fall in love. And I'm like, there's just something so wholesome about that. At one point, he like talks about her imperfections and he's like, but there's so much more to her than just her physical appearance. And I'm like, go off. Go fucking off. Is this going to be 5 stars? Like, I don't know. But basically, we're following Millie. I think her name's Millie. And she works at this like cafe and she's trying to make money so that she can go back and get her dad's body before it gets burned. There is lore behind all of that you're probably like, Lachlan, we need more context, but you're not going to get it because you just have to read the first book to understand the lore. But anyway, so she's working at this cafe and he comes to the cafe and he smells her and then he's like, I want to feed off of her. I want her to be my like blood, whatever. These like people that get paid to get fed off of their blood. What words are hard today, you guys? Okay. And she's basically off limits because the person of the owner of the cafe, whatever, her boss is like, no, you can't let him feed from you. And whatever. It's a romance, so, you know. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys, I'm just like so obsessed. He wants her so bad, but then she's like off limits. But then like some things happen and I'm not going to spoil it, but like, oh my God, it's so good. I'm literally obsessed. And it's so funny because I ordered the special editions of this series before I even read the first one. Before I even read the first book. But I just, there was something about it. I was like, I just have a feeling I'm really going to like the series. And I went with my gut. I did. I went with my gut. I'm really glad because this book is, oh my God, it's exactly what I was in the mood for. So there's that. And then I also, while I was decorating the room, I started In the Dark, Dark Woods. Is that what it's called? We're about to find out. It's by Ruth Ware. In a dark wood. So this one, you think it would take place like in the woods, but technically it doesn't. I mean, technically it does. It's about this like group of friends that 10 years go by and then they have like a reunion in the woods and like some crazy shit's happening and I think someone dies eventually. I mean, it's a thriller, so like someone has to end up dead. But where we're at now, the group of friends are not really like friends. I don't know how to describe it. They like come together and it's like kind of eerie. I feel like Ruth Ware is really good at making me feel unsettled. That is how I feel whenever I read her books, and that's honestly how I want to feel. I want to feel a little bit unsettled with the thrillers that I pick up. If I don't feel unsettled, then it's not thrilling me at all, okay? And this book is unsettling, okay? I was like hanging up my little wall art and I was like, I am uncomfortable right now. But like it's uncomfortable in a entertaining way. It's not uncomfortable in like a traumatic, I'm triggered way. But yeah. So I'm having a really good time with that. Honestly, Ruth Ware never misses for me. Even in her books that people are like, oh, that's boring, I eat that shit up. I love her writing. I just really like how she writes her atmospheres and her settings and like her characters. And she's just like, I really love her writing. So I'm having a great time with that book. I am not that far into it. Actually, I can figure out what chapter I'm on. Another thing is I am listening to it on audio. That's how I like to consume my thrillers. I've realized about myself, if I'm physically reading thrillers, I don't enjoy them as much. For some reason, it's just something more, a little bit more gritty about it. So I do prefer to listen to them on audio. Yeah, it says I'm 35% into this book. And that was literally just me decorating the wall. That's how long it took. I want to tell you guys, gallery walls are a beast. Gallery walls are really a beast. I was like, okay, I knew I needed to, or not needed to, but I knew I wanted to finish decorating this room. Everything I thought of, I was like, no, that's not right. That doesn't feel right. Like, or I just wouldn't be in the mood to do it. And I knew it was because the right thing just hadn't come to my mind yet. So whenever I thought about adding a bookshelf here, I was like, that's what I need. That's exactly what I need. So then I had to wait to get the bookshelf. And then once it arrived, I was like, all right, let's put it up. And when I say my husband put it together and then I put it in here. God bless his soul. He's amazing. But anyway, so I put that up and then I was like, reading my little alien book and I was like, I keep saying like, I'm so sorry. But I was reading my little alien book and then I wanted a break. So I said, okay, let's do some decorating because that usually is a really good like break if, I'm feeling antsy or something. And so that's exactly what I did. And it turned out way better than what I was picturing in my mind. In my mind, we were picturing cozy vibes, but like from my head to my hands, it turns out so much better. Yeah, I'm very proud of myself. I spent quite a few hours putting everything together and just making it how I wanted, and it just feels so me. Anyway, I've been yapping for like 10 minutes, so I'm going to shut my pie hole and I also have another book in front of me. I have not started this, but I might start it in this vlog. I've been wanting to read it for a few months, honestly, ever since it came out. And I've honestly not been hearing really good things. I've been hearing some really mixed reviews. So I'm very curious to see how I feel about this. But I love Jess's writing so much. And she also has another book coming out that she's announced. So I'm really excited about that. But I want to read this. This is The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. So I might also read this in this vlog. I also want to read the new Chloe Walsh book, Releasing 10. But I do know it has some heavier triggering topics, which by the way, Chloe has already come out and said that she does apologize for not including better trigger warnings or trigger warnings for the contents of that book. She's gotten a lot of hate thrown her way. I know none of my followers are the ones doing that. I know y'all are angels. You would literally never. I'm not talking about you guys. Literally readers. Readers are attacking Chloe Walsh. She doesn't deserve all of the hate. Things were misunderstood, whatever. Either way, when I have an issue with something that an author does or says, you will probably never hear me talk about it because one, I have life to live. Life is too short. And I'm sorry, but I don't have time for that. I gotta read books. I have to yap about said books. I like to yap about said books. And we have other things. We have grass to touch and rain to go listen to. We gotta go touch the trees and feed the dogs and go grocery shopping and shit like that. Like, how do these people have time? Anyway, my point is that it's really disheartening to see people from the book community bully an author so badly to where she's in tears. Okay, anyway, I promise I never talk about really drama like this on my channel ever, because I don't have time for it. I don't have the headspace for it, but I just really felt the need to mention, because yeah. Anyways, see you guys in my next check-in. I have finished 2 books. Yesterday I finished Craving in His Blood, giving this book 5 stars. I ate this shit up. There is a 3rd book in the series. I don't know if there's going to be a 4th one or not, but I am really glad I love this. I had such a fun time. I think I talked about what it's about. Gargoyle. That's the word I couldn't think of. He's not a gargoyle, but they kind of look like gargoyles a little bit. But they're berserkers. I don't know if that's the right term, but yeah, they like go berserk and stuff. There was a point in the book where he went berserk for her, and it was everything. And then I finished In a Dark, Dark Wood. That was also really good. Not a 5-star. It's really hard for me to give thrillers 5 stars. Like, they have to be really amazing for me to give it 5 stars. But I really loved it. I think the way I feel like I'm starting to judge thrillers is, if you put me in the room with the characters, will I be scared for my life? Even though a thriller might not be scary per se, but if you put me in the room with the characters and if I'm going to fear for my life, then I feel like it's thrilling. And for that one, for sure, like, you put me in the room with any of those characters and I would be like, I would probably freak the fuck out. It was really good. I really love Ruth Ware's writing in general. But yeah, 4 stars. I had a really good time with it and like felt very unsettled pretty much the entire time I was reading it, which is great for a thriller. So tonight is Love Island episode 3, season 7, episode 3, Love Island USA. I wish I could girl rot, okay, but I can't. I got out of the shower and I'm all clean, exfoliated, lotioned up. I have on perfume. I smell good. I'm wearing my lip combo is Summer Fridays and the LA Colors holographic on top, because why not? And then this hand lotion is called It's Time to Fly hand cream. I need to do some prep for my readathon, and then I also need to make a thumbnail So we need to get some shit done before I have time to rot. And I also really want to eat dinner because I'm hungry. But yeah, I'm on page 212. Did I talk to you guys about Bridgerton? I think so. Yeah, I got a lot done today, honestly. I did a load of laundry. I cleaned the kitchen. I cleaned the bathroom. I cleaned a little bit in my closet. Like, I organized a little bit, hung some stuff up and that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty productive today. And then Sinners is now available on streaming, so I watched that while I was working. Like, in the background, I watched it twice. It's so good. I love that movie. Yeah, In a Dark Wood, 4 stars, and then Craving His Blood, 5 stars. In the middle of romancing Mr. Bridgerton, I'm in the mood for a thriller, but I'm gonna try and stay focused on romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Okay, got a little bit distracted just now because I got a phone call from UPS because they delivered it at the wrong house. So anyway, yeah, romancing Mr. Bridgerton. I am on page 212 and I'm obsessed with them. I mean, I think I've given every Bridgerton book so far 5 stars, I think. Maybe 4.5. I think the first one was 4.5. Second one was definitely 5 stars. Third one was, maybe it was 4. I can't remember. Was it 5? I honestly don't remember. But I love the dynamic of this couple. And don't ask me what the names are Colin and Penelope. Okay, I literally remembered. I actually didn't have to look at I was about to go look, but then I remembered. Yeah, Colin and Penelope, and they're super cute. Like, yeah, so that's my thoughts on that so far. I'm just kind of ready for Love Island, but I have a few hours. Honestly, obviously the cast is not going to be as good as last season. Last season was the first season I watched Love Island, and I was hooked after that. Yeah. And it's to be determined if this season is worth watching. It is a big commitment. It's literally, there's a new episode every day except for Wednesdays, I think. Something like that. And it's an hour. So an hour every single day. Like, that's a big commitment. And if I am not entertained this time next week, I'm just probably going to stop watching it. I need to be entertained. I need to be hooked. We'll see. It is fun watching, like, in real time. I don't know what I'm going to read next, aside from Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. I mean, I have my readathon that starts next Friday. I could read These Violent Delights because that's been on TBR for a really long time. The Conditions of Will or Enchantra, all good options, to be honest. Well, tomorrow I think I'm going to do a book haul, so maybe there'll be something in there that I want to read. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, opened up this package and then I was like, we have to open this on camera, okay? So I'm so excited. I ordered my first 2 skull pandas. And I have no idea what they are. I guess I should say which one I want. I like Rhapsody and Rock On. Honestly, all of them are really cute. I feel like I would be happy with any of them. What is it? Oh, it's Rock. What's her name? Rock On. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Why are her legs different height? I don't know if you can tell, but like her legs, this one's shorter. She's so adorable. I don't want to get duplicates. Oh my god, she's so cute. Wanderer's Tune. Adorable. I am so happy with this. I'm literally obsessed. Wow, that's a win. Oh, their eyes move. Okay, I was like, wait, yeah. You can like move their eyes and stuff. Okay, wait, like, let me show you. Make them a little bit cross-eyed. It's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go prepare for my readathon and do some editing. I need to edit some video. Hello, I have a little bit of a reading update. So I got 72 pages, 8 chapters into Angel's Blood. It's the first book in the Guild Hunter novel series by Nalini Singh. I don't know how I'll say her last name. But I just did a book haul where I hauled the rest of the series. I already own the first 4, but I hauled the rest of the series. I am loving this. Oh my god. So it's about this, what is her name? Elena. She is a vampire hunter, but she gets tasked to go hunt an archangel. I guess he's like a fallen archangel or something. But this series is what inspired Crescent City in some way, shape, or form. It's kind of like apples to oranges. Like, they're both fruit, they're both urban fantasy, but they're different, and I'm loving this. Oh my god, if you love Crescent City, pick this shit up. Yeah. I was on reading sprints with my friend Rachel while I was like watching her sprints, and then she had mentioned that the covers were going out of print, and I was like, I ran so fast to go buy them because I didn't want to own the first 4 and then have like eventually the rest of the series not match. So yeah, loving this. I'm only 70 pages in, but it's having a great time. And then I only have read, I think, 1 chapter since we last talked about Bridgerton. Yeah, I'm on page 230, so I'm about to start chapter 15. And it's going really well. I'm really loving this book as well. But I'm definitely super excited to pick Angel's Blood back up. Yes, abso-freaking-lutely. That is my reading update. I did download this book to my Kindle. It's called The Endless Fall. I haven't started it yet, but yeah, I've seen a bunch of people repost some stuff on Bookstagram about this. I just downloaded it. I think my friend Tyler had reposted something, and it really intrigued me. And then I was like, okay. Yeah, so I have that downloaded, but I don't know if I'm actually going to start that or not. But anyway, yeah, so I have a big mess to clean up, and I'm really hungry. Little reading update time. I ended up finishing Angel's Blood, and I actually switched over to reading this copy because a floppy mass market paperback, like, what a time to be alive. I love that for me. So yeah, I ended up reading some of this copy. Y'all, I loved this book. This is a urban fantasy where there's like a hierarchy of creatures. So there's archangels, then there's angels, then vampires, then vampire hunters, and then humans. I think that's the gist. And the lore is so interesting to me. I love that, and this is no spoiler, but like I love that the archangels, essentially the angels and the archangels, create the vampires. So I feel like anytime there is a vampire, or anytime I'm reading a vampire book, I feel like they need to address the staples of the vampire lore that we all know and love. And that is like, you know, they can't enter into a house without being invited, and like where they come from and how they're made. And I love it when authors put their own spin on that, and like they address the lore, and they either say like, oh, this is like a myth, or this is like thought about, but, or people think this, but it's actually this way, and whatever. And from what I remember, that happened, but then also she puts her own spin on it, and I just really like that. And so this takes place in the city. It's very much, Crescent City was definitely inspired by the city, like, I mean, by the city, by this series, like there's no doubt about it. Sarah even said that this was one of her favorite series, and it just makes a lot of sense. Now reading it, I'm like, okay, I can definitely see where the inspiration has come from. Yeah, I really love this. The romance, I wasn't 100% bought in, but I still had a really good time. So I think I'm going to give this 4.5 or 5. So I am immediately going to jump into Archangel's Kiss because I was so sad when I finished this book. And this, I think this can also be read as a standalone because from what I understand, she didn't really intend to make it a whole series when she first wrote this, but it turned into that. So if you're just wanting to like test out the series and you don't want to read a book with a cliffhanger, this is a great place to start because it's safe because there's no cliffhanger. The romance and everything, I feel like it gets wrapped up really well. But yeah, so I'm really excited to dive into Archangel's Kiss. Also, in my last reading update, I forgot to tell you guys one of the books I'm reading. I'm reading Half Missing. I actually don't remember the author's name, but I'll put a picture of the cover on the screen. And this book is just okay so far. I think I'm like 65% in. It's about these two girls that go missing, and are they twin sisters? No, not twin sisters, but they're sisters. So there's 4 girls in total, right? I don't know why I'm doing that with my hand, but there's 4 girls in total. 2 of them go missing. Their sisters are looking for them, and that's kind of like what the book is about. It's not really like thrilling me. I'm not feeling unsettled. It's just kind of like a book about this girl that's trying to find her sister and stuff like that. So apparently the ending is really good, or like kind of actually, what's the word? Polarizing. You either hate it or you love it kind of thing. I don't know. So we'll see how I feel about that. But I am reading that. I got that through Libby. So thank you so much, Libby. I think I'll have my Libby code down below if you are interested in that. But I have a few packages I would love to open with you guys. Actually, that's my mail. So let's not open that. I ordered some stuff from Archer and Olive because they were having a sale. I still haven't found Rysand. He's here somewhere. Okay, he's just in hiding. Maybe he's fatigued or something. I don't know. Okay, on the top it has this little thing. This is kind of cute. I could actually repurpose some of this. At least that picture maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. This is what their package looks like. Okay, so we have these two. This is journaling materials. By the way, if you're not familiar with Archer and Olive, they have really good products, journaling products. I got a sticker set. This one is called, I don't remember what this one's called, but it's like kind of spooky themed and it's really cute. And their sticker sheets are really expensive. Like this one comes with 2 sticker sheets and I think I paid like $7 or something. That's quite expensive for some stickers. But I figure I'm like, they were on sale, so I might have actually been cheaper than that. Don't quote me, but like I was like, let me just do it. And then I got these little ghosty ones. So cute. Like there's a little ghost reading a book. I just think that that is so cute. And then I also got this little stamp thing. I'll show you. Okay. If I can open it. Okay, this is the box. Oh my god, why is this so hard to open? Ooh, it even comes with ink. Lovely, I love that. What the heck is that? Is that the thing you like press it down with or something? Maybe. I'm not familiar. I'm like a newbie to this, okay? So these are all of the little stamps. Those are so pretty. There's a pumpkin. I really wanted like some fall. Oh, I love that they have a crow or a raven, depending on how you look at it. Like, I feel like they're fall, but they can be used all year round, which I will be doing that. So, and there's a little paw print too. So yeah, that's my little Archer and Olive haul. And then this one, what is this? This is just like a little something. So ColourPop, they released a Lilo and Stitch collection, and I didn't really want to spend money on it, but I just wanted like this one item. So I thought this was really cute. It's actually eyeshadow, and for girlies that don't know how to do eyeshadow like me, I'm hoping, I don't like spending time on it. So this is like an eyeshadow stick thing. I'm gonna have to try this out. And there's 2 colors. Yeah, and you just like put it on your eye, and it's, honestly, I didn't buy it because it's Lilo and Stitch themed. I bought it because I wanted to try out like the eyeshadow stick thing. And then obviously it's a plus that it's Lilo and Stitch. Okay, and then we have this package. I actually don't remember what this is. Wait. Oh, this is my husband's package. I'm gonna open it anyway. I don't know what it is, but let's see. He ordered an extension. It's like a whatever. Honestly, I'm just okay. Yeah, so that's my reading update. That's my little Archer and Olive and then ColourPop mini haul thing. I will keep you guys posted on what I read, and then also my thoughts on Archangel's Kiss. Oh, and then I'm also a little bit further into, oh, that's right, I needed to update you on Bridgerton. Did I update you? I don't know. It's kind of dragging. Bridgerton is kind of dragging, I'm not gonna lie. I think I am over halfway through it. I just feel like it's dragging. I do love Penelope and Colin, don't get me wrong, okay? But this is probably my least favorite Bridgerton book so far, and like, I hate to say that because I feel like Penelope and Colin are iconic, but I'm just kind of like, all right, it's starting to feel like just a little bit too dragged out. But I'm still loving the Bridgerton world and the vibes and like all of that. I just feel like there's a little bit less banter to like keep me going in this one. But again, still really enjoying it. It's just not going to be a 5-star. But yeah, I mean, it might end up being like a 3.5 or 4 if I'm feeling generous, depending on how it makes me feel.
Y'all know I'm working. You see me working.
So I ended up finishing Missing Half during our little nature walk yesterday, and it was interesting, but I wouldn't say it was like something I will never read it again. I didn't hate it, but I just thought it was kind of boring. And the ending was like, it definitely was twisty, but I feel like if you really think about it, it's pretty easily predictable if you like really think about it. It was a thriller, but more importantly, I am 250 pages into Archangel's Kiss, and I started tabbing. I haven't yet like annotated, but I am loving this so much. We get a lot more of Elena's backstory, like a lot more of her lore in this. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah, don't look too closely to the covers, I guess. Like, I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen in book one, but this one is, yeah, I feel like it's even better. I am just loving it. I don't know if I really explained what the series is, but Elena is a vampire hunter. And in the first book, she gets tasked with hunting down, not a vampire, but an angel. Like an angel that had gone kind of haywire or whatever, rogue, so to speak. The first book kind of acts as a standalone. That all gets wrapped up pretty nicely. And then this book is just like a continuation of Raphael and Elena's story. And I'm really loving this. I'm loving the urban setting and the lore and just like the vampires and the angels and all of it, all of the above. I'm having a really good time with it, and there's also some really good quotes. I did come across something that made me cry, but not necessarily because of the quote itself, but because it got me thinking about certain things, and I just started crying because, you know, grief is not linear, but yeah, there's some really cute moments and really good quotes, and I am just having a really good time. So I'm really looking forward to finishing this, and then I'm probably gonna pick up book 3. It's addicting. I don't know. There's something just comforting about the series, and I'm having a great time. And then as far as Romancing Mr. Bridgerton goes, I'm on page 334. I'm like ready to be finished with this book. I'm not hating it, but like I said in my last check-in, I feel like it's just dragging. I'm still enjoying it, but it could just, I don't know, it just feels longer than the other books, even though I'm pretty sure they're all like the same length. And then, so actually just this morning, I started another thriller since I finished The Missing Half, which, by the way, the author of that book is Ashley Flowers. I don't think I ever said that. But this morning, I started Such Quiet Girls by Noelle Illy. I don't know how to say the last name, but this one is really interesting and I'm not very far into it. I am 18% into this book, and we're following a bus driver who is obviously, she's like busing some school kids around, and this is not a spoiler. I briefly read, I like skimmed the synopsis, so I don't really want to know everything, but basically I think the kids get like taken, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a thriller. If there ever was a thriller, this is one, because I am extremely unsettled. This book is so dark so far because it does deal with children. It's giving school shooter vibes. I haven't really gotten to the turning point yet in the beginning of the book, which if you read the synopsis, I think it's included, like kind of what makes the book like push forward. But again, I just skimmed it. It's weird to say I'm enjoying it because of how disturbing it is, but it's thrilling, okay? It's fiction too, so it's a thriller, that's for sure. It's definitely like entertaining and the complete opposite of The Missing Half. We'll see if it stays that way, but my goal today is to maybe finish Archangel's Kiss, and then also maybe Mr. Bridgerton. Or not Mr. Bridgerton, but Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Maybe I can finish that out because I really only have like a little bit left. So yeah, those are the 2 books that I really want to focus on finishing. And I think is that all the reading updates I had for you? I think so. So we'll talk later. It's the same day, just like a little bit later. I'm sitting here working. It's 3 p.m. It's 3:10. And I literally I had breakfast, but like I'm starving. Instead of eating during lunch, I was working on like Patreon and YouTube and stuff like that, and I'm really hungry, but I'm also really busy, and I'm probably going to be working a little bit later to get everything done. But I have this big old bowl of pasta. Look at that. Delicious. This is leftovers from when we went to dinner on Friday. And I'm really excited to like dig into this, but I haven't gotten any reading done today. So that's my update for now. Okay, now it's like 5:30. I have ADD. I was diagnosed with ADHD in 2015, but I think it's just ADD, but they're very similar. Okay, but anyway, and if you are also in the neurospicy category, you know that, okay, if you have ADD in particular, you know that you end up having like ADD piles. I have ADD piles, okay? It's basically like little piles of shit everywhere. And I am an organized person, but you wouldn't think so if you looked at this desk. So I need to clean it. I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different piles. So I'm gonna try and get this shit cleaned up because it is stressful, and then it's like it gets intimidating. So then I don't want to clean it up because it's intimidating, but it's driving me bonkers. So let's do it. You're gonna hold me accountable. I actually just noticed another pile, so we have 8 piles. Okay, I'm not done yet, but I'm just gonna show you guys some stuff that I'm unhauling. This little like Harry Potter thing, I don't know. This keychain. This, I've literally had this since they expired in 2020. I took the cereal out, there's a Pop Funko figure, but I liked the box and I was just keeping it because I liked it, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. And then all of this paint, these paint samples, I'm getting rid of those. This little pop socket thing, I don't use pop sockets. This keychain, it's Empire the Vampire, but I don't know. And then this laptop case I'm getting rid of, and I think that's the main things. I was gonna do like crafts, arts and crafts with the paint samples, but I need to get rid of stuff, so all this is going. Okay, I have not finished cleaning out or cleaning up my ADD piles, but we're like 70% there. Okay, I got distracted and then I got a little bit sick, just like tummy problems, you know. I have IBS. I do have a medicine for it. Okay, anyways, I'm here to give you guys a book update. I don't know why I'm yapping about everything else. I finally finished Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, and I'm giving this 4 stars because the ending was so good. I'm sorry. I have a soft spot for Colin and Penelope. I haven't given any of the Bridgerton books less than 4 stars. I just love this world so much and I love these characters, and I haven't seen their season. I think it's season 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen it and now I want to because, oh my god, they are so cute. The ending was so freaking cute. Like, literally made me feel so giddy. I'm really happy about that because I was kind of getting a little bit sad there because I'm like, am I not gonna like this? But I loved it. I just think it dragged a little bit, but overall I'm loving this whole series so much. I'm going to continue cleaning up my ADD piles. I don't know what else to call them. It's like I have a big problem with the pile thing. I just put things in piles and it's a problem. So I need to get my shit together and stop doing that. But yeah, we are 70% there. I just have a little bit more to do and then I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. I still need to finish Archangel's Kiss. I might not do that today. Well, actually, there's not a new episode of Love Island tonight, so I might be able to get some reading in. Yeah, might be able to get this finished. I'm on page 250 and there are 340 pages, so I have about 90 pages to go. Okay, here is kind of the result. It's still a little bit cluttered. This pile is actually for my reading journal, so it's a legitimate pile. I probably could make it a little bit more organized, like maybe put that in there. That's better, yeah. Put the scissors in there. Okay, so yeah, that's my reading journal, and then like some new stuff that I recently purchased. I think you guys saw that in this vlog. And then my vampire whatever. That's actually a Buffy the Vampire Slayer kit I've had for years. I've never used it, and I finally want to make use of it, so I put it with my reading journal. And then I have some gift cards that I want to put front and center, so I use those. And then this is my record player, my little Stitch. I actually have like reading journal stuff that I put in there. I really want to do a memory keeping journal of some sort because I am a paper hoarder. I hoard everything with the intention of doing like sticking them in journals and stuff. Like, for example, whenever I was in Wisconsin, I don't know if you can see it, but When we went gambling, I kept the card because I was like, oh, that would be cute to like put it in a journal. And that was in December of 2023. So it's been that long and I still have it. So I just put it in this little Stitch mug that my friend Hannah got me for my birthday and stick it right there. I have my weekly journal, and then over here is some annotating. It's kind of cluttery, like I said, but at least it's not like piles of stuff. So it's better than what it was. I just finished. Honestly, didn't think I was even going to be able to because I kept getting sidetracked with stuff for Patreon. I had made a mistake in the bingo board and yeah, it was like driving me crazy. So anyway, I finished and I enjoyed this even more than the first one. Elena is such a badass. The romance, I am enjoying it more and more. Every page that I read, she is really cool. Also, yeah, heavily influenced not only Crescent City, but also Akatar, because listen to this quote. Better a mortal heart, Elena said in a quiet voice, than a heart that feels nothing at all. Than a heart that feels nothing at all. Do you remember that quote from Akatar? Pity those who feel nothing at all, or something like that. It's like very similar. So, anyways, different series, but I am loving this and I immediately want to pick up book 3. The way that they end, it's not like a major cliffhanger or anything, but I'm just like, I want more. Like, I want more of this series. I want more. So, yeah, 5 stars. I really don't have anything negative to say. At times, I'll like zone out a little bit and I have to like reread the passages. Also, the names are kind of funny because some of the names are like really wild. And then there's Jason. And I'm like, it's just funny because like some of the names I'm like, I can't pronounce that. But then there's like a character named Jason. I'm obsessed. I don't know. I'm obsessed. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this reading vlog. If you made it this far, please leave an angel's wing emoji and a sword because this series, it's a banger. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do have extra content on my Patreon if you want to go check that out. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and turn on notifications if you want to get notifications for whenever I publish videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.
So I'm back to the velvet underground, back to the floor that I love, to a room with some lace and paper flowers, back to the gypsy